Angel Wilson, the #1 victim in the WNBA, and it is a tight race, folks. There are a lot of people campaigning, auditioning, working their ultimate best to be the #1 victim in the WNBA, but Angel Wilson...
Let's start with Angel Wilson, a name synonymous with WNBA excellence. For years, she's been the poster child for the Las Vegas Aces, a franchise that's built a dynasty on her broad shoulders. 2 MVP awards? Check. Championship rings? Double check. A resume that sparkles brighter than the Vegas Strip? Triple check. Asia has been the face of the league, gracing magazine covers, dominating highlight reels, and anchoring a team that's been the gold standard in women's basketball. But in 2025, something's changed.
You need to be consistent. You need to go year after year after year after year saying the same message. I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim.
The spotlight that once followed her every move is flickering, and the merchandise counters, those brutal arbiters of fan love, are telling a story that's hard to ignore. Asia Wilson, for all her on-court brilliance, is no longer the uncontested queen of WNBA fandom. Her jerseys, once snapped up faster than free tacos at a game night, are now lingering on racks, overshadowed by a new wave of stars who've captured the imagination of a younger, hungrier fan base. It's not that Asia's game has slipped. Her stats are still elite, her leadership unquestioned. But the cultural tide has shifted, and she's struggling to keep pace. The WNBA is evolving, and Asia, once its undisputed leader, is at risk of becoming a nostalgic figure, a legend whose relevance is fading faster than a TikTok trend. So, what's going on? Why is Asia Wilson, the player who's done everything right on the court, suddenly playing catch-up in the game of fan engagement? To understand this, we need to look beyond the box scores and into the heart of what makes modern sports fandom tick. It's not just about dunks and three-pointers anymore. It's about storytelling, authenticity, and the ability to connect with fans in a way that feels real. And right now, Asia's narrative is being drowned out by a chorus of new voices.
Wilson, forget all the other... This past year, Asia Wilson has been on an absolutely historic victimhood run.
Led by none other than Caitlin Clark, Kate Martin, and Caitlin Chen. Caitlin Clark, the needle that moves the WNBA IF. Asia Wilson is the established queen. Caitlin Clark is the revolutionary storming the castle. From the moment she stepped onto the WNBA stage, Clark didn't just join the league, she redefined it. A rookie with the Indiana Fever, Clark has become a cultural phenomenon, a player whose impact transcends the court and reshapes the very fabric of the WNBA. Her jerseys? They're not just selling, they're flying off shelves like limited edition sneakers at a midnight drop. Her games? They're turning arenas into fan festivals, with ticket sales soaring and TV ratings spiking like a stock market boom. Caitlin Clark isn't just a star, she's a movement. To put this in perspective, let's talk numbers. Last season, Clark and the Indiana Fever accounted for a staggering 45% of the WNBA's broadcast value. That's not a typo. Nearly half of the league's media impact came from one player and her team. Merchandise sales? Up 500% with Clark's jersey sitting pretty at #1, a throne she's held since her rookie debut. This isn't just fandom, it's a full-blown revolution.
Nervous. It's not even... Oh, whoa. Guys, this is so cool.
Fans aren't just buying Clark's jerseys. They're adopting her vibe, mimicking her style, and turning her name into a rallying cry. Drop a CC is the GOAT in the comments below if you're riding this wave, because Caitlin Clark is rewriting the rules of what it means to be a WNBA superstar. What makes Clark so magnetic? It's not just her game, though her behind-the-back passes and logo threes are the stuff of highlight reels. It's her authenticity, her unfiltered passion, and her ability to connect with fans on a visceral level. Clark doesn't need gimmicks or choreographed TikTok dances to sell jerseys. Her game is the marketing.
Oh my god.
Every time she steps on the court, she's telling a story, and fans are eating it up. She's not just playing basketball, she's spearheading a cultural shift, one that's leaving veterans like Asia Wilson scrambling to keep up. Kate Martin, the Cinderella story, stealing hearts. If Caitlin Clark is the revolution, Kate Martin is the Cinderella story no one saw coming. A former teammate of Clark's at Iowa, Martin has gone from a supporting role to a starring one, and the WNBA is better for it. Playing for the Golden State Valkyries, a franchise that didn't even exist a year ago, Martin has become a fan favorite. Her jersey's climbing the sales charts with a speed that's left analysts stunned.
Kate Martin, Valkyries jersey, it hit me that the Valkyries will be playing in May. 1 year ago, we were just hearing about the Valkyries, and
as of May 2025, Martin is third in WNBA jersey sales, ahead of established stars like Sabrina Ionescu and Angel Reese. Yes, you read that right. Kate Martin, the unassuming rookie, is outpacing some of the league's biggest names. Picture this. A fan posts a video on social media clutching a brand new Kate Martin Valkyries jersey, their face lit up like they just won the lottery. "I'm so excited." They gush, their voice trembling with joy. "1 year ago, the Valkyries were just a rumor, and now I'm repping this team like it's my religion." This isn't just fandom, it's a movement, a groundswell of support for a player and a team that's captured the hearts of a new generation.
and got myself a t-shirt because I was so excited. I wanted to rep the team day one, and now I have a jersey. I am so excited to watch this team play this year and from many years to come.
And then there's Caitlin Chen, the wild card in this merchandise revolution. A rookie who slipped under the radar during the draft. While all eyes were on Paige Buchers, Chen has emerged as a dark horse, her jersey's climbing the sales ranks with a speed that's caught everyone off guard. Fans are struggling to spell her name correctly. Is it Chen or Shen? Yet they're still flooding fanatics to snag her gear. Search engines are working overtime to keep up with the demand, and social media is buzzing with clips of Chen's silky smooth jumpers and infectious energy. Chen's rise is a microcosm of the WNBA's new era. She's not a household name, yet, but her authenticity and raw talent are resonating with fans in a way that's impossible to ignore. Her jerseys are selling not because of a media blitz or a major endorsement deal, but because fans see something real in her. It's the same spark that's driving Clark and Martin's success. A refusal to play it safe, a willingness to embrace the moment, and a connection with fans that feels unforced and genuine.
Can ask a person, hey, why don't you really rock with me that much? Right? Why don't you find me that marketable? And that person can respond, well, your personality.
The merchandise revolution, a new scoreboard. Let's take a step back and talk about what all this means. In 2025, merchandise sales have become the WNBA's new scoreboard, a brutal and unfiltered measure of a player's cultural relevance. Forget MVP votes or all-star nods. Jersey sales are the purest form of democracy in sports. They're a direct reflection of who fans are connecting with, who they're willing to spend their hard-earned money on, and who's shaping the narrative of the league. Right now, that narrative belongs to Clark, Martin, and Chen, while A'ja Wilson is struggling to find her place in it. The numbers don't lie. Clark's jersey is number 1, a position she's held since her rookie season. Martin is third, a stunning achievement for a player on a brand new franchise. Chen is climbing fast, her name popping up in the top ranks despite her relative obscurity just months ago. And A'ja Wilson? She's fallen behind, her jersey's gathering dust while fans flock to the new guard. This isn't a minor dip or a statistical fluke. It's a seismic shift, a sign that the WNBA's cultural spotlight has moved on.
How you carry yourself, your entitlement. And you know what Angel Wilson would say? She'll say no.
So how did A'ja fall so far behind? It's not about her skills. Her game is still elite, her dominance unquestioned. It's about the intangibles, the things that can't be measured in points or rebounds. A'ja entered the 2025 season as the reigning queen, confident that her legacy would carry her through. But legacy, as it turns out, isn't enough in a league that's evolving at breakneck speed. While Clark, Martin, and Chen are riding the wave of a new era, A'ja has been coasting on cruise control, relying on past achievements and a nostalgia that's fading faster than a viral meme. The authenticity factor. Why fans are shifting allegiances. At the heart of this shift is one word: authenticity. The WNBA's fan base in 2025 is younger, more energetic, and more connected than ever before. They're not just watching games, they're living them, sharing clips on TikTok, debating on X, and turning players into cultural icons. But they're also discerning. They can smell inauthenticity a mile away, and they're quick to call it out. In this new landscape, fans aren't just looking for great basketball. They're looking for players who feel real, who connect with them on a human level, who tell stories worth following.
Those are all wrong. You don't like me. You don't think I'm marketable because I'm black. But Asia, I just gave you 3 reasons why I don't. No, your 3 reasons aren't justified.
Caitlin Clark embodies this ethos. Her passion is infectious, her energy unfiltered. She doesn't need to play to the cameras. She is the camera, drawing fans in with every no-look pass and post-game grin. Kate Martin, too, has tapped into this vibe. Her rise from underdog to fan favorite is a story that resonates with anyone who's ever felt overlooked, and her genuine excitement for the game is palpable. Caitlin Chen, meanwhile, is the wildcard whose raw talent and unpolished charm have made her a viral sensation. These players aren't just selling jerseys. They're selling a feeling, a sense of connection that's driving fans to open their wallets and pledge their allegiance. Asia Wilson, by contrast, has struggled to adapt to this new reality. Her on-court dominance is undeniable, but her off-court persona has felt increasingly disconnected from the WNBA's evolving fan base. She's often projected an image of being above the fray, a queen who doesn't need to chase trends or court attention. But in 2025, that approach is a liability. Fans want drama, passion, and raw emotion, qualities that Clark, Martin, and Chen deliver in spades. Asia's calm, untouchable exterior, while admirable in its own right, has left her on the sidelines of the cultural conversation, a legend whose story feels like it's already been told. The victimhood narrative, a double-edged sword, one of the most contentious aspects of Asia. Wilson's narrative is her tendency to frame her struggles through the lens of victimhood. In interviews and public appearances, she's often alluded to systemic barriers, particular